Man-made global warming is a myth. The IPCC and the UN and Al Gore have created this myth in order to gain political power and money through taxes on energy. The Vostok ice core samples that were taken clearly show that CO2 lags temperature by 600 to 800 years. The reason for this is it takes 600 to 800 years for the oceans to release their carbon dioxide to the atmosphere after a temperature change. Any rise in CO2 that you see today is a result of temperature rise 600 to 800 years ago. The hockey stick graph that Al Gore uses in his presentations, that graph itself is a compilation of two separate sets of data points. The first part of the graph, the horizontal line, is composed of ice core samples. The second part of the graph, the vertical line, the sloped line, is composed of air flask samples. The ice core samples are taken in Alaska, and the air flask samples were taken in Hawaii. The ice core samples were taken in a clear, clean environment, and the air flask samples were taken near a volcano full of carbon dioxide emission. By placing these two separate data points together, Al Gore, the UN, and the IPCC have created a myth, trying to scare the people into believing that man-made global warming is going to kill us all. It's a lie, and it's just a power grab by politicians around the world using this myth for their own evil ends. Don't believe it. With the global warming initiative coming up in the House of Representatives, they're going to try to fool you into believing that this is the truth, but it's not. If you were to take the gas that makes up the greenhouse gases, 95% of those gases is water vapor. The other 5% are various other gases. And only a very small portion of all those gases is man-made carbon dioxide. If you took all the gases and compared them to a building, you would need to take a 100-story building and fill it with percentages of the gases. Only the first floor, a tile height, would represent the amount of man-made carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. All the rest of the 100-story building is made up of other gases that we are not even responsible for. How can such a small amount of gas created by man create such a huge change in temperature? It's impossible, and they can't explain it, and they don't. And if this were possible, why don't they run an experiment? Pump some carbon dioxide into a vacuum-filled chamber and record the rise in temperature. Why don't they do that and show the video to the world? You know why they can't? Because it doesn't happen. You cannot cause a rise in temperature by increasing the level of carbon dioxide. It's like saying that dust in the atmosphere causes wind. It's like saying that carbon dioxide in the atmosphere causes temperature rise. It's illogical, it doesn't make sense. Wind causes dust in the atmosphere. Temperature rise causes carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. It's not the other way around. It just doesn't happen. Don't believe them. Don't believe their lies. Listen to Rush Limbaugh. Listen to Glenn Beck. They'll tell you the truth. Don't listen to CNN and all of the drive-by media talking heads out there. They're all lying. Listen to me. And I'm telling you exactly what Rush and Glenn Beck and other conservatives are saying. This is a power grab by money-hungry liberals who are trying to take over the world with socialist agendas. Thank you. you and have a good